I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'm just watching the ocean, the water, and there's no land around, so there's nothing really to look at except for the waves and the waves that the boat make. I really enjoy cruising because there are spaces and time available to just think, not rush anything. I don't have anywhere to be. I don't have to look at my phone or wait for a notification or a call. I don't have any work here, so I can't distract myself or keep myself busy. I'm actually at a point where I'm so full that I don't actually feel like eating anymore either. I feel nourished. I've had lots of sun. I've taken plenty of risks this holiday. We've danced, we've drank, we've had good conversations, and we've experienced a little bit of life that I wasn't expecting to experience. I wasn't ready to see Tasmania, but we saw it, and it was great. As things start to become a little bit more familiar, and I want to just take some time to sit and be by myself, I can implement. I've been implementing like some of the objectives that I wanted to achieve, some of the tasks, some of the things that I'd like to bring back into my life when I get off the ship, so like the breathing or the writing in a diary or taking time to read a book. Because I don't have all this noise going on all the time, I'm able to reflect and listen to what my body is saying, and I don't do enough of this stuff anymore. Just sit and be by myself, no TV, no phones, just sit and listen to what my thoughts are. What am I thinking? What is occupying my brain? What do I hear? What things do I keep playing over and over and over? And at this point, I don't really have any deep concerning issues, but a theme that's been going on for many, many years is this theme about my hair. And I can really hear it. I can hear the conversations I've had over the last few years. I can even hear myself on the trip, like thinking about it, talking about it. And it's so funny. I don't wear a hat because I'm worried about my hair. I wear a hat for a couple of different reasons. I don't want to think about my hair. Most people get up and waste so much time cutting it and preparing it and washing it and brushing it. I can't even remember the last time I brushed my hair because I don't need to, because I wear a hat. I do think looking after my hair is a waste of time. Is that a reflection of why I go bald, or why I'm balding, or why my hair is not falling out? I don't think so. I don't think wearing a hat contributes to that in a large way that people may think. I'm sure there's plenty of people who wear hats every day and have done for every day of their life and still don't go bald. The second reason I wear a hat is I'm super light sensitive. So having these bright shining downlights, these fluorescent just suns in the workplaces I've been in over the years, it's too much, and it stresses me out. And having that hat as a block allows me to open up my eyes. I don't like wearing glasses because they put too much pressure on my nose and on my ears, but sometimes I do wear them, but I prefer the hat because it just blocks out all this light and I can open up my eyes. But going back to the part of things that are occupying my brain, despite not giving my hair any nourishment or attention, or I don't cut it, I don't brush it, I don't do any of these things, I just stress that my hair doesn't grow back as fast as it falls out, and I feel a little bit like, maybe a little bit ripped off. I feel like, why is it happening to me? Why do I have to worry about that? Like, what did I do to deserve my hair falling out? I think about how there's people in prison who are bad people who've done the wrong thing, and they're in jail and they've got plenty of hair. And I go, well, I'm not a bad person. Why don't I have hair? These are just some of the things I think about. I'm not saying that I want to shave their hair and put their hair on my head. I'm just saying they're not using it. They're not putting it to good use. Like, should bad people be bald? Which kind of gets me to the point of like bikies and that image and perception of somebody who has a shaved or bald head. Like, are they bad people? Are bad people who have bald head and tattoos, are they bad people? Like, are they always bikies? And I think being on the cruise and looking around the much older demographic, it's pretty safe to say that most older men don't have hair, and some women as well, which is surprising. If you look closely, despite the colours and all the necklaces and earrings, like, their hair is disappearing as well. So maybe this isn't an issue that is just being felt by me. It's maybe other people are feeling it too and have had similar thoughts about why them and why is this happening. I'm a little bit worried to cut my hair. I actually really have enjoyed my hair for the last 25 years or so. The last 5 years I've been thinking about it way too much and worrying about what's going to happen to my curls. My curls just, I can't grow my hair long enough because it looks ridiculous. But at one stage in my life I thought I had cool hair. And so I'm paying attention to what my body's saying to me and what themes I keep talking about. And I actually am putting way too much energy and emphasis on something that seems to have a power over me, and I'm not enjoying giving it that much thought and brain power and emphasis to something that really doesn't matter. My superficial aesthetic self can make me feel confident when I'm looking good and happy, and but why does hair have to be part of that construct that makes me think that I am a good, healthy, happy human, and I am, I'm not if I don't have it. If I don't have hair, I'm a bad person, or I look like a bikie, or these are my own beliefs. These are my own social ideas. When I look at a bald person, I actually find that they all look very similar, and I think my hair has been my point of difference. I know my hat is certainly a point of difference, and maybe that's a third point about my hat, is I actually enjoy wearing it because I don't look like everybody else. So it's kind of good to talk about it and hear myself talk about it. I have shared this with my family before. I've laughed about becoming Kelly Slater or Darren Lockyer, or becoming a famous bald person on some level. Even though Darren has hair now recently, I'm scared to shave my head. I want to. Every single one of my family members who's on this cruise who's a male has a shaved head, and I'd like to give up that power and not have to think about it. And I'd like to see what it looks like. I'm a little bit worried my head will look funny, but funny compared to what, really? The other concerns that I have are, if I shave my head, is it something I'm going to have to pay more attention to? I.e., am I going to have to maintain it more? Am I going to have to look after it more? Do I have to shave it every day? Do I have to shave it with a razor blade? Am I going to cut myself? Am I going to have to worry about small cuts and infections? Do I have to worry about my head getting sunburnt? Or is there things that I need to know that I just don't right now? And the reality is I don't want to have to worry about shaving my head every day. I barely want to deal with shaving my face, so shaving my head would just be an added commitment. But for the most part, it can grow back, so that's a good thing. There are other questions about my hair. What should I do? Is it possible to get it back? Can I investigate laser treatment or hair plugs, or do I get tattooed, or do I get take some type of medication to improve my hair growing back? These are some of the questions that I'd like to have answered. But am I a good person with or without hair? That's probably something that's important to me. Do I believe that it affects me on a confidence level that will allow me to become who I am supposed to be? Do I think that on some level, if I shave my head, I'll either fulfill a destiny or turn away from my destiny? Here's a fun fact. I think it was when I was about 25, I started having a vision or a dream that if I shaved my head, I would actually become a lot more successful and confident, and not transform into who I am, but just become that person on a regular basis. Be that successful, confident person more often, and people respect and love that, and more importantly, I can have a great life. So I'm going to go ask my family if they want to join in with me, and yeah, let's shave my head. Let's see what happens. And yeah, this is something that's been worrying me for a long time. So let's not give that any more power anymore, and let's see what happens to my life if I free up all of that brain space and worry and thought. So.